Welcome. Hello, beautiful, gorgeous, my lovely shinies. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I am here, finally, after a while. I've been busy. Last 2 weeks I've just been busy with a lot of stuff. So thank you for being patient. I decided today to ease back into things. I'm going to be watching the one, the only Bricky, because a lot of you suggested him for the Warhammer stuff, and I'm gonna totally mess up any algorithm that has to do with my channel, because it's gonna be like Warhammer and Ultra Kill, and that's it. And it's sort of funny because I don't really know anything about Warhammer. I'm slowly learning from my friends, and I only know a little bit about Ultra Kill, and that's been a slow adventure as well, because I can only handle so much of that at a time. I'm gonna have to balance this out. How do we balance this out? I guess I'll upload a video. It's like Stardew Valley. Here are all my mods, or here are my 56 Stardew Valley mods. No, I won't do that to you. Maybe. I make no promises. Regardless, we're going to watch the Bricky video, the Space Marine. So when my friend was poking me and they're like, yeah, you should do that, watch it. And I'm like, oh, I guess I could record myself watching to it. And I'm like, how long could it be, Michael? 20 minutes? No, it's like almost an hour. But that follows. You know, I shouldn't have been surprised. I am the idiot. Shouldn't have been surprised, because when I thought I was going to do a summary of the Space Marines and such with Aelfric, my mod, I thought that would be like 15 minutes, maybe 20 tops. And that turned into an hour. So, you know, this follows, this tracks. I'm not even mad. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. But yeah, so we're going to watch Bricky, and I'm going to try to wrap my brain around the summaries and such, and it'll be a good ride. So let's dive into it. Should I come back later? I can bad time. Oh.
Hello everybody, my name is Bricky, currently stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium by punishment
I know that
for
word.
falling asleep during class. God bless the Skull of Progenium. Many of you have come across my Every Faction Explained video.
Not me. I can't.
Secondly,
I can't spoil it yet. We still got the other aliens.
Space Marines are the quintessential poster boys of Warhammer 40,000. When people think 40K, they think Space Marines. But there are many types of Space Marines, formed from 20 separate legions. We are going to rattle them off in order and give you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer, like in my Every Faction Explained video, this is a mix of accuracy and memes. If I say the Salamanders Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that.
No, 100% believe you, Bricky. That's why they're the nicest ones.
But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine.
That's exactly what Aelfric said. Oh my fucking god, it's like he knew what he was talking about.
1 million new and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies, and are so far above the average human that they are referred to as demigods instead. Each Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a Primarch, which is basically a
why would you hit me so bad?
Forged in a lab
we'll come
by
back
the
from the
god
milk
Emperor
run
of
eventually.
Mankind, that gigantic golden dude you see everywhere, who is both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The Primarchs are his 20 sons, built in a lab who lead 20 legions of Space Marines, who are their sons, not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated.
We can build them stronger, better, faster.
Seed, a special organ carrying the genetic makeup of their Primarch, and you know, their seed. So Chagatai Khan of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast. Then his sons, the Space Marines, also want to go really fast. I should note that I'm only referring to the legions this time around. If you're interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I do have a excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore,
that is sexy looking armor.
It's a very long video, and I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what you need. And now, with the easy explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first legion.
Okay, I'm ready. Dark Angels.
Dark Angels.
Yeah.
Allegiance, loyal.
Huzzah! Oh,
Primarch
no.
Lionel Johnson, a duelist, a knight, a real asshole, I'm not gonna lie. The single word
Seems like everybody's an asshole.
paranoid. The Dark Angels
Paranoid.
are our first legion, hailing from the death world known as Caliban.
Palabam.
Primarch Lionel Johnson is what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for.
Sort of looks
and
like a
few
holier than
fights
thou
he isn't
dick.
ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round
Oh,
Table
I like the
vibe.
hood.
They look like the Knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often
Why are they
donning
wearing a
robes
hood?
and hoods. Their names
Why do they have
also
hoods
follow
over their
this.
armor?
They
that
have,
makes
like,
no sense.
Ezekiel, Azrael,
Why is he?
Belial,
Wait, why is he
Samuel, and so
why is
on.
he
However,
wearing
the
clothes
common
over his
thing associated
armor?
with Dark Angels are the Fallen. A part of their
Hang on, I have to pause. I have to embrace this. Why is he wearing? Why do they wear like okay the cloak thing? Sure, but he was like wearing like almost like one of those like toga wraps for a brief moment over his armor. Why? Why? It's just like, babe, give me my toga wrap, please. I'm gonna be going out to war and I don't want to get blood on my beautiful polished body. I need the cloth wrapped around me. I need my security blanket. I need to be comforted. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry. Please don't get upset. I'll embrace it. It's fine. I'm sure it makes sense somewhere. Bricky will explain it, right? Right.
their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence. Fallen? What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen?
No.
We're gonna take you away
There's
and
no
mind
Fallen.
probe you to make sure you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist, and if they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist.
Yeah,
They
no, I've
love
been
their
through this program.
interrogations.
Aelfric
They
covered this.
thrive in it.
I meant didn't
Lionel
cover this
Johnson is a
because they don't
scorched earth
exist.
policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special group where they formulate themselves into 3 different factions. The Deathwing Terminators, slow-moving, tough
Deathwing
phalanx. The
Terminators.
Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers. And the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but
They're
not in
low.
the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable. If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep knight type lore,
And
run the
wear
Dark
robes.
Angels.
The One
Over your armor.
Piece! The One Piece is real!
Our second
The One
legion
Piece
is
is
a
real!
special one.
If you can see, the numbers all go
Oh.
to 11.
The
3.
Emperor's Children. Allegiance, traitor.
Those are like hot pants. Wait a second. Wait, I'm so sorry. I don't mean I love the design. We just gotta pause
The
again.
numbers all
This is
go to
just-
11.
The Emperor
Okay, no, those are armor. Okay, those are armor legs. But just just because of the purple color, for a second it looked like you know those, I don't remember. I think they're called like hot pants, right? I don't, but they sort of look like really fabulous flared pants, and I was down. I was down for that. But then I realized it's not. It's armor. Okay, never mind. I'm so sorry. Let's continue. Bricky, please forgive me. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Emperor's Children. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Fulgrim, a perfectionist, an artist, a sneaky snaky snake. And the
Sneaky
single
snaky
word
snake.
descriptor, perfection. The Emperor's Children are all about the pursuit of
And purple.
perfection.
And
Perfection
purple,
in
which
all
starts with
they
a P
do.
as well.
Perfection in
It
war,
follows.
in artistry,
Perfection
and perfection
and
in
purple.
every other aspect of life. Their armor is a gleaming pink, purple, and gold.
And
Their
pink.
ships have
Yeah.
spires of
Oh, they're
gorgeous marble
fabulous.
and gold statues in their honor. Fulgrim is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal of all things. And I mean, look at him. Can
Beautiful.
you truly tell me that he is not perfect? The hair, the features.
fabulous
As Primarchs
flowing
go,
locks.
He is the one you look at, and if 40K had a guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and never call you back. This is the fucking
baby.
guy. Which is
Yeah,
why
daddy.
this pursuit of decadence led them to the evils of chaos. Yes,
Chaos.
Emperor's children are our first chaos legion, and
Chaos.
not just a normal one. One devoted to, you guessed it, Slaanesh, the prince of pleasure,
I know them.
god of unspeakable
I was
excess.
told
The
bits
Emperor's
about them.
children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through Slaanesh's great will.
They saw
torture
Slaanesh's boobies and were
maim
very,
to feel
very
perfection
entranced.
through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound, and they slaughter, aiming for perfection in war. Fulgrim himself
They had to be
lost the
perfect.
battle against Slaanesh as a demon sword corrupted his mind and transformed him into the sexy
Oh.
man he was,
Oh
into
my.
the sexy snake he is now.
Oh, he's a
demon
sexy
Primarch
snake?
corrupted and bringing his legions with
He's a sexy snake. That follows. That follows what, you know, maybe I have a new favorite. New favorite legion. Move over, salamanders.
will by himself. As far as Emperor's children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible, horrible things to anyone
He has
and everything. In
skulls
fact, they're
on his
such trolls
Hey, I
that
remember
their
that picture.
battle cry is for the Emperor, despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever
They're
taken
taunting.
a little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at the
Chocolate
concert
milk.
was too loud and you didn't bring any
Chocolate milk.
earplugs, or whatever
Too
the
much chocolate
reason,
milk,
you just
yeah.
take all those things and you dial it and you dial it and you twist it and the knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's children.
God
They're beautiful.
is dead. God we mean is dead. And we have killed him.
The Iron Warriors. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Perturabo.
Stupid
a
traitors.
warlord, a siege smith, an incel. Single word descriptor, siege. Continuing the trend of our Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch Perturabo
He has
of
a
Olympia.
lot
to
of
understand the
tubes
Iron
on his
Warriors,
head.
though, one must first understand Perturabo. A man so bitter
Perturabo.
coffee beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even more.
Stupid brothers
Someone
always get
so
the highlight.
laughably petty, so incredibly bitter that he goes full circle to becoming likable. Why? Because he's competent. The Horus Heresy,
Oh, no.
we didn't talk about the Horus Heresy. Intermission.
Oh, okay. I got my
So
popcorn.
Horus was the Emperor's favorite son,
All right,
right? You know,
Horus,
so the
yeah.
Emperor walked into his room. Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton. And
Wow.
she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And
Yeah.
it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real.
They are real to me.
And then it started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall.
Dude, 150 subs are no joke.
So it takes the last drop of my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Iron Warriors, the
Okay.
Horus Heresy wouldn't have gotten shit done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that is the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and
then you
kill,
build again.
And you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This is a thing they do.
Oh
They
God,
summon
poor
demons
Thomas.
to trap and use as shock troops.
That's
The Iron Warriors
that's
are
ingenuity.
siege warfare incarnate. They are
Beautiful.
heavy weapons. They are tanks. They
Sure,
are
the demons
turrets,
would
and they
understand.
don't die. They hate Imperials. They hate Imperial fists.
Do you need a pacifier, Iron Baby?
No, I don't.
They are bitter incarnate. Perturabo and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not another speeding ticket. I'll fight it in court, but
The
I don't
white
think they're gonna
scar.
accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
The White Scars. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Jagatai
For the
Khan,
Emperor.
a speed demon, a plane strider,
Sonic.
a
So this
roast
is the
god.
Sonic
Single
faction.
word descriptor, speed. Hailing from Chagoris. The White Scars are all about speed. They love
Okay.
melee, but
Unfortunate
they
for
love it
their
even
partners,
more
but
when they are doing it from a
understandable.
motorcycle or land speeder. Or honestly, just running really damn fast. The White Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot, and that's lore accurate.
Oh,
They are a
no.
legion that doesn't seek the recognition
poor
or
babies.
glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane
wanna go
slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are known as the Laughing Killers because they ride into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat. And as you can tell,
So
by
they're
their
probably a
Primarch's
little
name,
unstable,
they
but
are
that's okay.
Mongolian-based.
I assume that
Horses
everybody
and replace them
in
with
the Warhammer
motorcycles
universe
and land
is
spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the old times of Genghis Khan, and you consider this is 40k and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. The White Scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on Shagoras. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent,
A
he's
reasonable
patient. He is
dickhead.
often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops, which is what makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments. All it does is surprise those who underestimate them.
Yeah.
Speed, awesome
They don't
Mongolian
expect the
vibe they got
secret
going
speed
on.
force.
And if you really like to stab people, that's the White Scars for you. Shameless thirst break.
Oh, here we go again.
This is dog. Woof, woof, woof.
Woof, 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 woof.
Woof, bitch.
The Space Wolves. Allegiance,
Oh my gosh.
loyalist.
Remember when
Primarch,
Aelfric told me about them? I
Lehman
was
Russ, a
dying.
Viking, a savage,
Wolf.
the Undertaker. Single word descriptor. Wolf, 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 wolf,
Wolf,
wolf, wolf,
wolf.
wolf. There's so many goddamn wolf,
Wolf.
units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name?
13.
The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail from Fenris, a frozen wasteland of a
That
world
follows
with their
that
Primarch,
track.
Lehman Russ. I don't really need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the Space Wolves because
What?
it's very obvious who they are. They are the second most obvious what their shtick is legion in the 20 legions
Is it a wolf?
besides the World Eaters. When you look at the Space Wolves behind, what do you see? Do
He's
you
like a
see Vikings
Viking.
in space?
Yeah.
You've done it. Congratulations.
Thank
you
you.
have found Vikings in space. But they have as
Yay.
much in common with a regular Marine as an all-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The Space Wolves distill a special mead out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human so they could get drunk. They have fangs
Valid.
in their mouths. They sometimes cannibalize their enemies. Sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge about them from there and about battle plans. The Space Wolves are savages.
I
They're
guess-
raiders. They're Vikings.
do
but despite
you-
all
do
of
you?
this, they are loyal to their core. Lehman Russ
Of
is an
course, because they're good
egotistical guy
boys.
who just
Who's a good
shouts
boy?
stories and
Who's a good
tales
boy?
of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But at the same time, he was so damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker to show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're
Vikings
gonna build the wall. We
in
have no choice.
space.
We have no choice. Build that wall. Build
Oh,
that
God.
wall. Build that wall.
Oh, God.
The Imperial Fists. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn.
Oh, my.
A builder.
He looks
a
like he's seen a
phalanx,
lot.
And he needs a hand. Single word descriptor. Fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn on their homeworld of Inuit. However, they
Rogel
themselves
Dorn,
are actually a
Rogel-
fleet-based chapter with their
Yeah, sure,
main
Raj.
source
We
of
can call him
recruitment coming
Raj.
from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx. The Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love to serve. The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn
And they
is
like
an architect,
fists.
a master builder, and basically a rock in brain and body.
Oh,
a lack
no.
of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates. Not the swords he makes, but like blunt, strong weapons.
Like
the
hammer.
Fists are the same. Take your archetypical American Marine style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses, and
Build
you have
defenses.
the Imperial Fists. They are immovable. When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't breach them. Their knowledge of defensive
Their shields-
warfare is
I
paramount.
do like
Without
strong
them, the Horus Heresy would
shields,
have been
immovable
so much
forces.
more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today. And let's not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron Warriors are so bitter?
Yeah?
These guys are the reason why.
Guys, bring the thing.
Oh, no.
Where is he going?
that could have killed me. Hey guys, we missed. Get another.
Dorn and Perturabo are basically two sides of the same coin.
Oh
One is
no,
a bit
Chad.
more level-headed and got better jobs. If you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a classic
And colored like a
military fighting
banana?
force, start fisting.
I am having a
Oh,
very bad
baby.
day. This
Fist the banana.
today
The banana
is one of
fisting.
the worst days.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. The Night Lords.
Oh, they're the
Allegiance,
vampires.
Heretic. Primarch Conrad Kurz, a sadist, a vigilante, depresso espresso. Single word, fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from Nostromo.
Oh, aren't these
and their Primarch
these the ones that, like-
Conrad
like,
Kurz. They are a traitor
mentally
legion
torture
from a
people, right?
planet
That they're
known
gonna
as the
attack?
Sunless World, or the world of
Am I
endless
remembering right?
night.
Have I
Nostromo is
retained
a
information
horrible
in my
hive
smooth
city
brain?
that is known for being host to some of the worst gang violence, murder, and working conditions around. The only thing keeping the population in check is the suicide rate. The Night Lords followed in the footsteps of their Primarch, a man who believed in a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make humans compliant is through fear. The Legion's lesson has been lost on them, as their ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers,
Bad people.
arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube, as young as 12 years old. Murderers before
Oh,
they were
no.
even teenagers, raised
Little
to
murderers.
become demigods. Now, fear is what they sow and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords are scum. They are the exact opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think it's fun. They run away often so they can come back and kill you with more numbers. They prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal
They set the
civilians
tone.
because
This
it's
is sort of
easy.
how I
And
picture all of
fleeing
40K,
any
to
battle
be
where they don't
honest.
possess
Just all the bad
overwhelming
stuff
odds. They are the
dialed up to
antithesis of
100.
normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands, so they raided one of their ships and brought it into atmosphere. The crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle. And the airlocks opened, and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown down the populace. In other words, a legion of gangers and criminals. Add together a heavy Slavic influence to them, and you've got my favorite faction.
Oh. Ricky, should we be concerned that that was your favorite faction? Should we be I feel like maybe we should be slightly concerned, but you know, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
The
No
Blood
worries.
Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch, sanguineous. An angel, a vampire, a dead-ass motherfucker. Single word descriptor, blood. The Blood Angels are
blood.
our 9th Legion, hailing from the home
This is
world
the
of
vampire.
Baal, with
Blood.
their Primarch, Sanguineous. The Blood Angels are a tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes.
Gosh
The
darn
death
it,
of their
Horus, not
Primarch
again.
led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something known as the Black Rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood. As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart. But they don't see it as that. They see themselves there, at their Primarch's demise, with Horus in sight. And to them, it's time
Stupid
for
Horus.
vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine,
Uh-huh.
that's Horus. Kill him. That Orc
Young.
War Boss over there, Horus.
Horus, murder him!
That Tyranid Swarm, 1,000 Horuses.
Oh,
Horai. Kill them all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt?
It's Horus.
Horus sabotaged
It's
your
Horus's
toaster.
fault.
Destroy the toaster. Destroy it. Do it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over the Blood Angels, and it gives them this angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to
Why
sprout
do they rest in
angel wings
coffins,
from their
though?
bodies.
Like,
They are
what's
a
the lore
tragedy
reason for
through
that?
and through, and the
I wanna
only
know
thing
why.
that will look
Or they just
more
like, yep, I guess
tragic
we're
are the
vampires now.
mangled
Time to
bodies of
rest in
those
coffins.
they come in contact with.
Oh, now we got hands. We moved on to fists. Now we're hands. I mean, but hands make fists. So I guess we're not moving on. But
Allegiance,
whatever.
Loyalist. Primarch, Ferrus Manus, a machinist, an inventor, and not a great head on his shoulders. Single word, bionics. The Iron Hands are from the home planet of Medusa, and their
Is there like
Primarch
a chain
Ferrus
around their
Manus.
planet?
Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand.
Hang on, hang on. I know this is probably just like art. Hang on. Oh, I went too fast. Hang on, I'll pause it. Bionics! There. Their planet has like a chain around it. That's actually really cool. Let's I'm down. I'm down. If that's lore, that's really like the lore. I'm signing up. That's awesome.
Are from the home planet of Medusa, and their Primarch Ferrus Manus. Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand. The Iron Hands believe that the flesh is weakness, but despite all of their enhancements, despite all the things that made them demigods, replacing some of the flesh with bionics will allow them to serve the Emperor more. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded Space Marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles, metal upgrades. These are the things that make up this legion. Their tech marines have servo arms sticking out from all directions. They have a wide array of mechanics and extremely often replace limbs with metal ones, serving all kinds of different functions to deal with their enemies. The Iron Hands are also not particularly nice. They're kind of assholes. I mean, Marines are already normally pretty big assholes.
More assholes.
But they're a little bit
so
up
many
there
already.
because of their flesh, civilians,
flesh,
squishy. Because you see, the flesh is weak. Flesh is corruptible. Bionics, the strength of the machine is pure and cannot so easily be corrupted. So if you want people who have this little techno fetishistic vibe to them, that love their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up the Iron Hands.
Understand, Commander? I
never won an Iron Hand.
Was never here.
Legion 11.
Yeah. I never liked the number 11 anyways.
Well, hello there. I have returned from touching grass.
Oh my god, are you okay?
I'm pretty cool.
You are.
With the grass touching.
Yeah.
Now let's continue our Warhammer lecture.
Okay, yeah.
Waffles my jammy.
Well, was the best ever. Oh, World Eaters!
Okay, so what's going on here? I am a super sandwich!
The World Eaters. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Angron, a butcher, a slaughterer.
Yes, that's right, Angron. Angron is very angry. Just
single word descriptor.
Very angry.
Anger. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you mad? Do you just fucking hate everything? Do you want to murder everything in sight and get rewarded for doing so?
I don't.
Join the World Eaters. Home planet of Nuceria and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry.
He's really upset.
Angron was raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain, so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme
I remember
pain.
Aelfric telling me about
his
this.
Sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a
you know, Aelfric, you did a pretty good job. You did a pretty good job for me telling you to come join me and tell me about these Space Marine Legions, and to keep it very brief and at the top of your head and not to do any research because I wanted it to be very impromptu. I appreciate it. I'm not demanding. No, it's fine. All right, let's continue.
Version of these nails in their brain. So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger. Slap them with a freight train of armor, two goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen. It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honestly a surprisingly sad legion that I actually screwed up in assuming that they were all just angry murderers. I mean, they are. But they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors. The World Eaters, like I mentioned in the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you, and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you like that, you play the World Eaters. Or you like it because they were, you know, At one point, a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better
You
than
were once
that.
a
That was
lot-
when I was in college.
Okay, Bricky, let's not. It's okay. Don't think about it. Let's move
I
forward.
didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
Oh, it's the Ultramarines, the pretty colors.
The Ultramarines. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. That's how it's said.
Rabuddy-
An analyst,
Rabuddy
a
Gilliton.
diplomat, a
Gillywin.
Blueberry Boy Scout. Single word descriptor, duty. When you see Space Marines on a box or just Space Marines in promotional material, notice how they are always colored blue. These
Yeah.
are the blue Space Marines. These ones here, the Ultramarines. Who hail
Ultramarines, like
from the world of
ultra
Macrog with their Primarch,
blue.
Rabute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the
Ultramarine.
white bread of Space Marines. They're the
White
grilled
bread.
chicken with salt and pepper. This is by no means an
gosh.
insult. They are plain
that's-
Jane,
that's
but
like-
that's
that's
also
like
because
my-
they're so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for warfare is
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because like the white bread and the grilled chicken is so true. It reminds me of my father, my adopted father, of course. I'm a water spirit. I don't have real parents. I just pick random humans on the street and tell them what part they have in my new family. Anyways, but my dad, it's like that's like his go-to meal. And it's like, and he like tells the very stereotypical dad jokes and everything. So the chicken comparison just makes me laugh because it's so true. Like the white bread chicken. It's like, yep, time to eat the only meal I know how to cook. Chicken and rice. Chicken and rice. Chicken and rice. All right, sorry.
paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. Gilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch for all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, without supply lines, without trade routes, without infrastructure and economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff, and Gilliman knows it, which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named Ultramar, which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of ultra depression for many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empire has become and immediately wanted to fucking die. Being forced to lead everything he once hated, an Imperium rotten to its core with his sole responsibility to save it, is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple, clean slate.
Stinky funny poop.
Stinky. Oh, it's the stinky guys.
The Death Guard. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Mortarian. A Reaper.
Stinky.
A Poison. An ungodly stench. Single word descriptor.
Never takes a bath.
Rot. The Death Guard hail from Barbaros, with the Primarch Mortarian. The 14th Legion were known for their incredible resilience to damage.
Original name.
That's a lot of damage.
Where the Imperial Fists were defensive thanks to tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving. They are slow, yet they are resistant.
It's really
which
cool
was only
looking armor, though.
confounded as a Death Guard captain, Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of rot and decay. Now, the Death Guard are a Nurgle-worshipping infected legion whose ability to feel pain and take damage has all but just gone away. They wade through gunfire, able to kill normal Marines 10 times over and continue unharmed, all while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter, plague spreads. People get sick and they die. They spread debilitating disease to all around them. Why would a legion need to be anything more than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by
every
their
disease
presence?
imaginable.
Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and
Oh,
metal
yeah, let's
alike,
make it
all
worse.
while the legion
Insect.
advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong to them. And look at Mortarian's model, dude. The man is baller as fuck.
Yeah.
A gigantic moth with a gigantic sight.
Gross.
Come on now.
Gross.
The Death Guard.
For my next
So gross.
trek!
That was
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
The Thousand Sons. Allegiance, Heretic.
Heretic.
Magnus the Red, a scholar.
Oh, he's got titty horns.
A fucking nerd. Single word descriptor: magic. The Thousand Sons hail from their homeworld.
Well, he has to have magic if he has
with their
titty
Primarch
horns.
Magnus
Look at the titty
Red.
horns.
The final of our 4 major Chaos God factions. The Thousand Sons are disciples of Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways. Heavily inspired by
He has
their
a mouth
Egyptian
crotch.
theming, the Legion
Why did that guy have a
themselves are
mouth
slaves
crotch?
to the god of trickery and change.
What's
Most of
going on
them
with
no
this?
longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader. The Thousand Sons do not deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong. This is untrue. He has done much wrong. However, he is very simple.
Oh no, but I saw comments. Lots of you have told me that Magnus did nothing wrong. But Bricky said Magnus did lots wrong. So I'm feeling like there's a little bit of conflict here. And if we need to talk about it, we can talk about it later. But for now, I guess we'll just assume that Magnus did something wrong. Also, in some of the art, he has horns on his boobs. And this tickles me a little bit because I am immature.
Sympathetic, mainly because the Space Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their legion, escaping only through the assistance of the Changer of Ways, and forever changed because of it. Meanwhile, magic is their main tool. Take some Lovecraftian style abilities, the eyes everywhere, and potent spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality.
Oh yeah, they're the ones that have like sort of like the
very
Egyptian
fabric of the universe.
motif
The
going on.
Thousand Sons sorcery knows no bounds, and they are very good at it. If you're a fan of like wizards, your classic style of
magic missile,
spellcaster, and you want a ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarion, looks fucking baller, the Thousand Sons are for you.
You fucking
That is a really cool weapon, actually.
Fucking cheater.
Oh yeah, and I'm sorry. Hold on, Horus. Hold on, Horus. Hang on. I'm really, really bad. I gotta learn how to.
A Primarch who, like Mortarion,
Yeah, that's a really cool weapon. I really like his weapon there. That's awesome. I don't think I would want to join. I don't want to be the sand magic people with the weird horns, but I really like the weapon. It's pretty nice. Okay, we're moving on now.
Mortarion looks fucking baller, and the Thousand Sons are for you.
You fucking asshole! There's no way. You're a fucking cheater.
Sore loser.
You're a cheater. My dad works at Nintendo.
My
The
dad works
Sons
at
of
Nintendo.
Horus, or the Luna Wolves, or the Black Legion. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Horus, a warlord, a treasured friend, or the traitor himself. Single word descriptor: assault. The Sons of Horus are the formal name of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthonium.
Did it blow up?
The Sons of Horus themselves were assault troops. The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial Fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity. However, the Sons of Horus are no longer, because, well...
Because Horus is a traitor! Oh yeah, because he killed...
They are now instead the Black Legion, led by Abaddon the Despoiler,
skulls.
who claims to succeed where his father failed. The Black Legion are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black and brass Space Marine,
good at
who are
everything,
known
but not
for recruiting
great.
in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion.
Ooh.
Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master.
Oh,
You get
nice.
favored by not just one, but all 4 gods
All
equally. Their
4?
famous line, let
Nurgle
the
can go away. I don't
galaxy
like Nurgle,
burn,
but the
is
others.
the best way to describe them. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. So long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job. They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a
Spite and
clear
hatred.
goal in mind.
I like the
dark
simple-mindedness,
gods are
though.
calling,
Very
and
clear.
the Black Legion are sure to answer.
Hello.
Wait,
Do you have a moment?
very
to talk
simple.
about
I
our
like that.
Savior,
You know,
Jesus
no
Christ?
guesswork in
No.
It wasn't fucking optional!
The word bearers. Allegiance, Heretic.
I couldn't have guessed.
Lorgar Aurelian.
Lorgar.
A fanatic. a choir boy. Single word descriptor, zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call of the dark gods, what if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the word bearers are for you. The 17th Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet.
I do like how they're called the word bearers, and the guy's name is Lore.
Originally obsessed with worshiping the Emperor of Mankind
And
as
he
a
has
god, they found that
written
despite
script
his
on him.
divinity, he was not worthy of worship.
He's got the
Because,
tablets.
you know, he raised their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground for daring to worship him. Like, could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid, it just destroyed the whole thing?
No.
Like, what would that do to your head? But there are gods that want worship and will reward those who do. The word bearers are chaos worshippers to a T. All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic
you and
rituals,
Nurgle.
the summoning of demons, and the mutual possession of their own troops. They
Oh my.
welcome demons to their bodies to fight as one.
Hopefully not
they
Nurgle.
exalt the dark gods
Blah.
themselves for aid, and guess what? They answer. In the world of 40k,
Let's
Satan
summon
doesn't just
demons.
call you back.
Let's
He
summon
hops in his
Satan.
GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch. In the world of 40k, your rituals will end with genuine results. The word bearers know this. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism, the
Dark
gods
magic.
will answer and they will be rewarded. So they use it. They bring forth demons. They bring forth possessions. They bring forth the power of
It's
the
corn.
neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against the Imperium. Lorgar sits there, smiling, as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith, is a reality. It is a tool he is using to rend the
They must have some fun and varied units
Madam.
if they have like the possession thing and they do all four of the chaos gods. That's pretty interesting. It's salamanders.
The Salamanders.
I think they're my favorite.
Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Vulcan, a forge master,
Vulcan.
a behemoth, a very huggy boy. Single word descriptor, fire. The Salamanders
Yes.
hail from Nocturne, a volcanic planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size.
boys.
Vulcan
Biggie boys.
he is an enormous slab of beef, by far the
Yes.
largest of all the
The
Primarchs.
bigger,
However, don't
the
let his
better.
size fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition
The
of
hug, give a hug.
looking frightening, being larger than other Marines, while also boasting an ashy, like coal color skin and blazing red eyes, while
Beautiful.
simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weaponry. So your average civilian might be spooked, but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians.
Yeah.
Vulcan believes that to safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, safeguard its people. So unlike other legions who put their lives far and above the average human,
love the background
Salamanders
music of
spend
this right now.
significantly more time trying to save them, often taking numerous losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths,
Independent,
maintaining
love
their
it.
own weapons and crafting versions
like
of it. They also
fire.
have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families even after becoming a Space Marine. They care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5 foot tall giant with flaming red eyes who just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire, melting things,
Yeah.
and being the nicer of the Marines, Salamanders are for you.
Salamanders are the best. I like some. Oh, the Raven Guard. Nevermore. Nevermore.
Stop
Yeah.
that. Sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
The Raven Guard. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Corvus Corax. A
Corvus?
raven, a shadow.
Corvus?
An industrial dance DJ. Single word descriptor, stealth. The Raven Guard are the final loyalist legion at 19 and hail from the planet Deliverance with Primarch Corvus Corax. If it hasn't been made clear enough already, the Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite
So
this,
stealthy with the
their
armor.
signature winged jump pack and double lightning claw look is, well, not very stealthy.
No, it's not. It's not
They're
stealthy
named
at
after,
all.
of course, the Raven, and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters that have no problem with waiting and waiting and waiting until the moment to strike is at hand. It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves people in 1 ton of power
thank
armor,
you.
but they find a way. That, more than anything, should not be used to show how ridiculous 40k is, even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs.
That's
it's not
true.
about them
Very
sneaking
true.
around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so long that it wasn't until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there. And also, if you want, you know, edgelord Marines
And then you
with
get
a long
bored.
black haircut,
No, and you're like,
pale
oh, they
skin,
surely they've
ravens
left by
everywhere.
now.
If you want to field assassins and snipers abound, then the Raven Guard are for you.
He could be in this very room. He could
The
be
Alpha
you.
Legion.
It could be me. He could even be... Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? It was obvious.
The Alpha Legion.
The hood.
Allegiance? Heretic. Primarch? Alfarius and Omegon. Saboteurs,
the Alpha Legion was
destabilizers,
Alfarius.
they're in your walls. Single word descriptor, espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius
Ooh, that's nice
and
armor. I
Omegon.
like that.
The
I like the
only
little
legion
Hydra
to
motif
have
they've
two
got going
Primarchs
on.
who were split as twins. The Alpha Legion are heretical, we think, and specialize in destabilization of society and armies. Their entire shtick is the Hydra,
Yeah,
because when
the
you cut
Hydra.
off one head, two more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be Alfarius.
Oh my.
All are liars. They make the largest use of sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions because it's extremely easy to take over a planet when you
Poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses.
Where the Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you can imagine in a
Sneaky,
hardcore
sneaky.
spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an
Oh, I like the
honor,
weapon.
being Alfarius is a requirement. There's a story
We
of
all
someone
are
chasing down
Alfarius.
an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot.
Oh
We're
my
talking
gosh.
facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are Space Marines in name only, because being a strong stoic warrior
that's
is
really
not
pretty.
what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius.
We're
We are
all Alfarius.
in his Lord's glorious
Beautiful.
army. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I
that
hope
was
you
fun.
learned a little something. I hope
I
if you
learned
were
so
on
much.
the fence about what Space Marines you wanted to field, you would now have a better idea of what you want to play.
Thank
Buy
you,
my
Bricky.
Gamer Sub Shaker. It's on sale. It's
Buy
on
his
pre-order.
Gamer
It's
Shaker.
ready to go. Just get it. Just
All right. That was really fun. I hope you guys had fun watching that with me. I have learned so much now. I've learned a lot. I'm more educated. I feel a stronger bond with certain legions more than others. I still like salamanders the best, I think. I still think salamanders are the best, for sure. But they're all really cool and sort of funny. I think one of my favorite things about 40K so far is it's trying too hard while also not trying too hard. Like some of the names, like Corvus with the Raven Guard, Agron being so angry, but wasn't actually angry until, very sad. No, I love it. It's great. I'm having a lot of fun learning about it. So yeah. Next time, I'm hoping I'm still gonna do Xenos with Aelfric. We're going over the other alien races. Hopefully I'll get that out soonish. We just have to be able to find a time to get together and do it. But yeah. Thank you so much. I hope you had fun, and I have learned. I've been educated. I still don't know which one I like better though. Am I a heretic? Do I like chaos or am I for the Emperor? I guess if I like the salamanders the best, I had to be for the Emperor, right? Right? Hope I'll see you all again. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
I got a fish on me, there's a fish on you. A fish in the stream and a fish go boo. Fishy slap my face, fishy lick my knee. Fishy on the brain and fishy hide from me.